Larry Lobster and the Reef Renovation. It was a sunny morning in the coral reef, and Larry Lobster was lying in his cozy cave, happily nibbling on a piece of seaweed cake. Suddenly, he heard a loud crack, and a small stone fell from the ceiling, landing right on his head. "Ouch!" cried Larry, looking around. The walls of his cave had cracks, and in the corner, water was dripping from a tiny gap. "Oh no, my cave is crumbling. I need to do something fast." Larry thought about what he should do. Luckily, he had a friend who was an expert in such matters, Bobby Boxfish, the handyman extraordinaire. "Bobby, I need your help. My cave is falling apart," said Larry as he met his friend on the beach. Bobby, a round shimmering boxfish with a tool belt around his waist, grinned widely. "Of course I'll help you, Larry. But first we need to go to the Reef Hardware Store. That's where we'll find everything we need." The two set off on their way. The Reef Hardware Store was a lively, colourful place, bustling with fish, crabs and starfish, all searching for the best tools and materials. There was everything: shimmering coral glue, algae paint in every colour of the rainbow, and even extra strong shell screws. "Okay, Larry," said Bobby, "we need a few things to fix your cave. What do you think suits you better, turquoise or pearl white wall paint?" "Turquoise, of course. It reminds me of the ocean," Larry replied. Bobby nodded in satisfaction and grabbed a bucket of turquoise algae paint. Then they picked out some coral glue and a set of sturdy stone screws. Finally, Bobby grabbed a stylish jellyfish-shaped hanging lamp. "This will be perfect for your cave," he said, and Larry was thrilled. Back in Larry's cave, the two got straight to work. Bobby tightened his tool belt and began tapping along the walls. "Here's the worst crack," he observed. "We need to reinforce this spot with coral glue, then rearrange the stones and screw them in place." Larry was eager to help. "I can hold the screws," he called out, waving his claws excitedly. "Very good, partner," Bobby said with a laugh. Surprisingly, the work was a lot of fun. While Bobby secured the stones with screws, Larry applied the turquoise algae paint to the walls. In the process, he accidentally splattered a few drops on himself. "Look at me, Bobby. I'm a masterpiece now," Larry exclaimed, spinning in circles. Bobby burst out laughing. "You look like a living painting, but maybe you should aim the brush back at the wall. The color looks even better there." After a few hours of hard work, the cave was barely recognizable. The walls gleamed in fresh turquoise, the cracks had vanished, and the new jellyfish lamp bathed the room in a warm glow. Just as they had finished, the two heard a soft sniffle. Larry peeked outside cautiously and spotted a small hermit crab sitting sadly on a rock. "What's wrong, little friend?" Larry asked. The hermit crab sighed. "My home is broken, and now I have nowhere to live." Larry and Bobby exchanged glances. "We still have some materials left," Bobby said. "What do you think, Larry?" "That's a fantastic idea," Larry exclaimed. Together, they built a small, cozy home for the hermit crab. Bobby arranged the stones into a sturdy roof, while Larry painted the walls with a cheerful pattern. In the end, the hermit crab had a beautiful new home, almost as lovely as Larry's cave. "Thank you so much," the hermit crab said happily. "You're the best friends anyone could ask for." In the evening, Larry and Bobby sat in the freshly renovated cave, admiring their work. "I never thought I could make my cave look this beautiful," Larry said. Bobby smiled. "Sometimes all it takes is a little help and a good plan. And of course, a friend who's always there for you." Larry nodded and raised a glass of seaweed lemonade. "To friendship and to great handymen." The two clinked their glasses, and the light from the jellyfish lamp shimmered across the turquoise walls. Larry felt completely content, not just because his cave was repaired, but because he knew he could always count on Bobby.